simple human sense.
Temperatures this morning are on the cold side. We're seeing 25 now. Actual air temperature in Coldwater and Ann Arbor, 24 in Marshall. A little bit better in Adrian at 30, but still not the most pleasant morning to head outside. That is different though when you go to our southwest. You can see a little bubbling green trying to work its way up through Kansas and Missouri. That warm air is going to be the source of our next chances for rain, and that'll be coming up in the full forecast as 6 News This Morning continues.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News This Morning.
A couple from Jackson County is being held in a maximum security prison in Mexico this morning, and their family is fighting to set them free. Good morning, Mid-Michigan. It's Tuesday, March 25th. I'm Jorma Duran.
And I'm Megan Maselli. Thank you so much for joining us.
6 News is here for you now with this morning's top stories. Paul and Christy Akeo from Spring Arbor are both being held in a Mexican prison after getting arrested on March 4th at an airport in Cancun.
Christy's daughter, Lindsay Hull, says they've been held without bond for 21 days and claims it all started when they disputed credit card charges from Mexican resort The Palace Company.
The Akeo's family says they have reached out to the U.S. Embassy in Mexico, along with other federal and state agencies, and hired both Mexican and American attorneys to help their case. They tell 6 News the resort is demanding $250,000 and the signing of a non-disclosure agreement that doesn't guarantee her parents' release. However, a Mexican newspaper, the Riviera Maya News, claims the couple were wanted by Interpol Mexico and arrested on accusations of defrauding a hotel of more than $100,000. Hull says that news article was written based off of false information. 6 News will continue to follow all new developments and share them with you. A former Meridian Township police officer who is accused of possession of child sexually abusive material is expected to appear in an Ingham County courtroom this morning. Last September, officials say the wife of Alexander Stachura found a thumb drive containing images she suspected were child pornography. She contacted Michigan State Police and gave them that thumb drive, as well as 2 laptops and a tablet. After further investigation, warrants for Stachura's arrest were approved. He's charged with 6 felonies, 3 counts of using a computer to commit a crime, and 3 counts of possession of child sexually abusive material. He is due back in court at 9:30 this morning for a preliminary examination.
We have new details this morning about the Lansing man whose remains were found after a structure fire. Investigators now have identified the man as 38-year-old Lance Paulo. His body was found last month in an outbuilding on East Vermontville Highway in Windsor Township. The Eaton County Sheriff's Office identified his body using DNA testing and determined Paulo had been shot. Now deputies want your help figuring out what happened. Now, back in 2018, Paulo was convicted of 4th-degree criminal sexual conduct and spent less than a year in jail. Investigators say last month's fire happened just 10 days after Paulo was released from jail following a probation violation. If you know anything about his death or the fire, call the detective at the number on your screen. It's time to highlight another amazing Mid-Michigan woman as we continue our Remarkable Women series.
As an Air Force veteran, author, advocate for the youth, and more, LaShonta Waller puts service before herself.
Rachel Ramsey shares her story.
LaShonta Waller has a calling for investing in communities. She says she is always looking to create more impact, and she attributes her strength and perseverance to her grandmother.
This woman never complained. No matter how it was presented to her, she just understood that we take the punches and we just keep moving.
Originally from Ohio, Waller has spent the past 16 years living in Michigan. While she has gotten more comfortable in the Great Lakes state, she says moving to Mason was not a welcoming experience for her family.
Someone had broken in and busted out all the drywall, graffitied all kinds of profanity throughout, egged the home.
The graffiti included racial slurs, and she says that incident was not the end of it.
We had the Klansmen in the front yard. They followed us to flag football practices and bang on our windows. And I'm thinking, they don't even know us. How do you hate us and don't know us?
But Waller is not the type to let hate win, and she knew she had to rise above, so they stayed.
I wanted to show my kid that we didn't see the faces of the guys, but we saw their arms and a part of their hands, and that everyone with that skin color isn't a bad person.
She took that message and expanded it, creating the nonprofit Garden of Hope.
To give back to the same community that didn't want us. They designed the t-shirts over here, and print them through the Cricuts and all that good jazz.
The youth program teaches kids self-sufficiency while giving them a deeper understanding of the world around them. This is accomplished through activities involving art, music, community service, STEM, agriculture, anything that helps them grow their confidence, like learning how to budget and make money.
Showing them frugal living, how to have a stockpile, the importance of couponing and how you can have that power back. We've helped many get into Harvard, Yale, and some of the local colleges. Just to help them to achieve their goals has been our biggest successes.
Waller says the after-school program also offers scholarships for students. She says in the last year and a half, Garden of Hope has erased more than $3 million of student loan debt. And it's become a national program now in 5 different states with hundreds of members.
We just want to be able to be a resource for many.
Waller joined the Air Force when she was 17 years old and says her decades of service played a big part in shaping her and her nonprofit.
You see there's a problem, and you either be a part of the problem or you be a part of the change.
In 2024, she was honored with the Governor's Service Award for National Impact. And a month before that, her family received a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award from the Biden administration. Not to mention, Waller is also an author, having written 5 children's books so far, sharing messages of strength.
If you can build a foundation of hope, it gives not just today a fair chance, but it gives our future a brighter chance as well.
Knowing that she can't change the past, but she can change the future, Waller focuses on the youth with the hopes of creating a kinder, more understanding generation. A goal for Waller is to have Garden of Hope available in every state. And with her grandma's work ethic motivating her, there's nothing that can stop her remarkable ways. Here for you in Mason, Rachel Ramsey, 6 News.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Outside on the Capitol camera, the dome is very bright, but actually if you get outside of town and away from all the light pollution, you can see the stars this morning. We have had mostly clear skies overnight, and that should give us some sunshine today. Sunrise time 7:32, sunset 7:57, giving us about 12 hours and 25 minutes of sunshine. That number is getting larger as we head towards summer. Our temperatures need that boost. It's in the 20s right now, as low as 24 in Marshall. Get these numbers to constantly update. Adrian is holding on to that 30-degree temperature for dear life. It's been there all through the morning show. We'll see if they can stay with it until we get to sunrise. It is warmer to the southwest. Peoria's at 46, Indianapolis 42, and that's where you're seeing rain. They have the warm air and it's staying away from us. If anything, we'll just get some clouds from that system today, giving us a mix of sun and clouds for Snoop Dogg, who I think has a bit of a nap planned later on. A good plan too. I think I might share that. Is with temperatures that'll be in the 40s later on. So still one of the days where you want to have the heat going, but we are going to eventually be seeing those temperatures warm up with time. Hey, look, I'm a news anchor.
Oh yeah, I was going to let you do the rest of the show.
I love it.
You want to do it?
No.
I don't blame you.
Me neither. All right, coming up, the Michigan Lottery's Fast Cash games set a new record. We'll tell you what it is in our What's on the Web segment.
All right, time 6:38. Thanks for watching.